Hey guys, this is Random Stuff with Alex Hughes, and I believe today is day 22 of trying to type some loose ends. And so today I woke up around the same time as usual. Luckily, my alarm went off. I had a cold shower, and then I had my breakfast, which was the pancake I made from last night. Had the different fall spices, cocoa powder, and some pumpkin puree in a can. And then I had the kind of Mexican rice, and that was actually really good combination, very filling. And then I went on my walk. Today, I don't know, the temperature hasn't been so bad. I'm wearing a light button up. As for clarity outside, it's kind of like when I walk, the sun is just rising over the mountains to the east, and so I was like, it's pretty early, but I think I was able to stay fairly mindful this morning. Yeah, I think I was pretty mindful on the way there. On the way back, I was listening to stuff about internships and trying to score some internships. I'm at that stage in college where I need to find an internship so I can gain some experience, put it on my resume, also hopefully find a job too, and so that's my goal. And then when I came back, I did my yoga, and I definitely noticed a little bit unsettledness. I told myself, I'm done with the cycle, the rumination cycle, that cycle that I kind of trap myself in. But sometimes habits do die hard. Something that you've been doing for years and years, sometimes can be a little bit tricky to let go. And so there's definitely emotion attached. There's a lot of things attached to it. But I feel like, the cycle is starting to wind down finally. It's just going to take till everything just completely disappears. But I'm noticing the cycle is starting to really, really get destroyed. Like the neural pathways are being destroyed. And beyond that, though, I ended up, I did I think, what was I singing along to today? It was Whatever by Hot Shell Ray, and then I was watching an interview with what was it? It wasn't Calvin Harris. It wasn't The Weeknd. It wasn't Fetty Wap. It was one of the. I've been looking up artists like what happened to them. I used to watch a lot of artist interviews. The musicians I would listen to. And I always wondered, what happened to them? Because some of these artists kind of fall off the map. What I was saying, like Fetty Wap. I don't really listen to his music anymore because, I started kind of clean up my playlist, and I realized the singles I was listening to, Trap Queen, 679, and My Way. I was like, man, this stuff, I just love the beats and the melodies and his voice, but then I look at the lyrics and I'm like, oh man, what am I singing along to? And so I kind of decided, or what I decided to do was just not listen to that music anymore, just to be able to kind of put some positive messages in my head, because I realized, the stuff I was singing wasn't very positive or very clean. Like Trap Queen and the stuff he's talking about, it's like, oh, okay. But I'm interested in him as an artist. He's a very interesting guy. I listened to some interviews, and I just wonder, what happened to him? Because, he had those songs on the radio just around that time. Yeah, he was getting features, and he was blowing up. But I wonder, what happened to him? After 5 years or so, not being on the radio. And there's only just a couple interviews. But it's interesting how artists, they come for a time and they're huge, and then it's all about trying to keep up that the momentum. And another artist like that, I kind of be like Hot Shell Ray. It's like, they had a great song, Tonight Tonight, and they kind of had another song, I Like It Like That. But then after that first album, it's like didn't really hear too much from Hot Shell Ray. I mean, I think they might have broke up or something. And so I was trying to find an interview from, or I didn't find that, but what I noticed is just these artists, they have a single that blows up on the radio, and people are really rocking out to it, and then what happens is they try to follow up with another single off their same album, and then that's like, and then they kind of just fall off the map. And it's kind of sad because they have talent, the sound, the instrumentals, and their, of course, album art, all this stuff that goes into making an album and a track list, and they have the talent and they have the musicianship, they're able to write music, but it's just about keeping that up, and I think like with anything, it requires just putting stuff out there and being motivated to promote your content, and so, yeah, it was definitely interesting to hear, the artist's interview. But I didn't have too much time. Or I was checking out my social media. I haven't really been too much active on Facebook or Instagram. I was definitely a lot more active, when I was trying to test out Instagram and posting stuff. Just kind of taking my phone with me and just being like, oh, this is cool. But I've really tried to focus more on A Taste of North Santa Fe because, I have this business idea, and I have definitely an idea that can work, easily. Instagram marketing is huge, social media marketing is huge, and it's just all about finding a niche in your local area. And I did find a niche, and the page is blowing up. The page is, I think, 350 followers. I think I have about a little over 160 posts. I try to post every single day, but recently I haven't been posting as much. So, but yeah, the content is really good. It's really picking up. I haven't gotten any clients. I know that they're there. It's just not manifested right now, So, other than that, Instagram marketing. What else did I do? Sorry, guys, I just got kind of lost my train of thought. But yeah, so I did my Instagram. Checked out my Instagram and social media, and then I, of course, had my lunch, which was basically leftovers from the day before, from breakfast. Had the pancake, and then I went 45 minutes over to Planet Fitness, working out my arms. I'm trying to work my way back up again. The past month I wasn't there, so I'm definitely seeing progress again, doing the 10 pounds. My goal is definitely to go up to 20, on the dumbbell cart, go up to 20 pounds. So I'm hitting the gym again, and I went to Miracosta, and I was just looking at the Career Center resources, so that way, they could check out possibly my cover letter, my resume, also Cal State San Marcos, just getting some ideas and taking some notes about like what I can improve with the application process, how I could actually, score a job. It's only been a little over a week, so I don't want to be like, man, but I'm just like keeping the faith alive and being disciplined, and maintaining things. I looked for jobs, I applied for a couple, I looked at my emails, and I got some good news, some good job finds actually today, which was nice. And then I was at Miracosta till about 5, went over to Stater Brothers, got some healthy foods, and then I got some content, and then I came back. So today was pretty good. I set the intention that I would find some good news, and like I said, I did find some good news. Like my application was viewed 3 times for one of the positions. I did find some good quality stuff, and got some education from the Career Center. Set up an appointment so that way I can score a job. That's the main thing. Is I want a job. I want to be able to save up my money, go back to Cal State San Marcos, and finish my degree. And that's all within just a year or so. I'm really close, and to be able to score that full-time job, making the most I've ever seen in my entire life. And I kid you not, guys, once I get to that point, my life will be totally different. It will be the best thing, the things I've ever seen at best. It'll just be awesome because I'll be able to improve my standard of living and my quality of life, so that way I can be able to not only provide myself the best life, but just like the people around me. And right now I'm just focusing a lot on myself and just trying to find a job, trying to just maintain that sense of discipline and not let the outer environment get to me, whether that be, the just the paranoia, the negativity. I don't have time for that. All I have time for is trying to find a job, save money, get my education, and just kind of tune out the rest of the stuff. It's all about staying present in the moment and not letting other people get to me. So that's my advice for today, guys, and I hope you have an awesome day.